fake news. But if it looks good, sounds good, music is trending, you can sell a fake story. But I was the culinary director at Bastion till recently, but now I'm with One It Commune in Numa. One It Commune is Virat Kohli's restaurant, Numa is Karan Johar's. And at both those restaurants, our restaurants across India, we celebrate quality, we celebrate tradition, we celebrate local and regional. So I'm on YoIndiaTV. I'm Suvir Saran. I'm a chef, columnist, author, and a crazy cook. So if you want to live a rich life, don't let others think for you. Think for yourself. Find fulfillment. Don't chase money and all the things that are fleeting. Invest in yourself, in your dreams, and be a happy person.
मैं आप अपनी तलाश में हूँ, मेरा कोई रहनुमा नहीं है, वो क्या दिखाएंगे राह मुझको, जिन्हें खुदा अपना पता नहीं है, मैं आप अपनी तलाश में हूँ.
Hello everyone, we are at the Salah Festival 2024 and joining us today is star chef Suvir Saran. Welcome to YoIndiaTV, and it's a pleasure to be seeing you. First of all, I must appreciate the way you have created a lovely dress for yourself. Any experiences you want to share from the festival?
You know, Salah is doing a terrific job in having conversations that will affect not just South Asia, but the global policy making, the geopolitical agendas of tomorrow, and hopefully the heart, soul, the thinking, the mindfulness of our South Asian people will reflect in tomorrow's better practices. And I think that's what Salah is doing, having conversations that matter, not just the fluff. I've always been an inconvenient truth teller. I'm a chef who doesn't hang out with chefs. I was a restaurateur that told people don't come to my restaurant more than once a month or once in 2 months. Eat at your table, eat as a family, eat as communities. People who eat together as families, communities and neighbors stay happier and better together.
So tell us a little more about the American Masala firm which you are associated with.
So American Masala is a company where I consult with people. It was a farm that I lived in for 18 years, and it's just a way of giving people a connection, a bridge between the Western world and India, an old ancient civilization and a modern way of being. And in American Masala, we don't fuse the two. We give both agency, we celebrate both ways of being, but we give them a link that says neither is better, but we both need to play in tandem. That's my consulting company. मैंने farm बनाया जिसकी खर्चा होता था $29,000 a month I would spend on keeping a 80-acre farm organic in New York State. The $28,000 a month was what the farm animals का खर्चा था, जिनसे मैं एक पैसा नहीं बना सकता था. So these were, I had 300 chickens of 36 breeds that were either endangered, extinct, or terribly threatened. I would travel 25 days a month, sometimes 4 cities in each week. I was traveling non-stop to make money for these community work that we were doing. We created a lunch, learn and study program for our rural community where kids would go hungry during the summer because the schools were off and these parents didn't have money. We created a backpack program for the weekend where kids would go home with food because these kids would go hungry till Monday.
And how is the...
Often these parents didn't have money. We created a backpack program for the weekend where kids would go home with food because these kids would go hungry till Monday.
And how is the fusion that most restaurants in America consider, seeing the hardcore ethnic population versus a more Western population that they do?
So there are two dirty words in English language. You've used both, and I'm glad you did. Ethnic. What is ethnic? Why is anything connected to the global south, which means non-Northern European countries, are called ethnic? When white people wear their clothes, they're clothes. When a brown person, black person, beige person wears their outfit, it's called ethnic dress. Why? Kya white people came from Mars? Are they not from humans? So we have to lose that word ethnic. All clothing, all fashion is fashion. Indian fashion, fashion. So ethnic, forget the word. Fusion, even a worse word. The word fusion means you put things together and now identity is left. So I look at the world as a mosaic where every part of the puzzle shines bright, keeps its identity, and in the compendium of it, all of it looks beautiful together. In India, the National Cadet Corps has an anthem, Hum Sab Bhartiya Hain, in which it says, Bikhre bikhre tare hai hum, lekin jhilmil ek hai, hum sab Bhartiya hai. So we have to look at the world as a mosaic, not fusion.
Right now, you are leading the cooking experience in one of the leading restaurants. So, what's the best-selling food?
So I'm in, Bastion in Bombay is the world's most successful restaurant that anybody could think of, and all foods today are good because with Instagram, you can have fake news. But if it looks good, sounds good, music is trending, you can sell a fake story. But I was the culinary director at Bastion till recently, but now I'm with One It Commune in Numa. One It Commune is Virat Kohli's restaurant, Numa is Karan Johar's. And at both those restaurants, our restaurants across India, we celebrate quality, fake news. But if it looks good, sounds good, music is trending, you can sell a fake story. But I was the culinary director at Bastion till recently, but now I'm with One It Commune in Numa. One It Commune is Virat Kohli's restaurant, Numa is Karan Johar's. And at both those restaurants, our restaurants across India, we celebrate quality, we celebrate tradition, we celebrate local and regional. And every dish is on the menu because it means something to us and it's special.
So, a lot of Indian people, as you know, it is not very much in our tradition, particularly for Hindus, that red meat, which is much acceptable in US, otherwise is not very popular in our restaurants or not served on the menu in any way. So, what's your take on that?
So, red meat is the backbone of Indian cooking. There's a study that just has been released that only 33% of Indians are vegetarian. So think of it, 1.4 billion population, only 33% are vegetarian. Mutton, goat, we are eating since the oldest of times. And even beef ki bali was one of the most important things a Hindu could do. So dogma and ritual, these are man-made issues. Humans have eaten what they needed to eat across millennia. We can't be fighting with each other about it. जहाँ पे जो मिला ले लिया, कश्मीरी पंडित मीट खाते हैं क्योंकि उनके पास और क्या है? How can they eat anything else? The people in Bengal call fish jol tore. They're eating it. People in where fowl are in abundance, they call an egg pakshi phal. So you have to use your brain. Where you live, where you grow up, in that place, what you have is what you have to eat. Religion didn't play a role in it. These are man-made stories that we are fighting battles for no reason about. Eat everything in moderation, mostly plant-based, mostly grains and nutrition should be coming from those. Meat is an indulgence. It doesn't matter red, white, yellow. जो आपको खाना है, आपको तृप्ति देगा वो खाइए. Get your mise en place together. 8 tomatoes, 2 cups of peas, 2 cans of cannellini beans, 4 cups of zucchini, 2 colored peppers, 4 onions, some pasta and some pork belly. Get them all together. In a heavy bottom pan, add some herb de Provence, black peppercorn, red chilies with the best olive oil that you have. I'm using Francis May's Bremer Soleil extra virgin olive oil. And you bloom the spices till their flavors are out. And take your time. Put it in cold oil and heat it up. And as the spices are sizzling and sending in their aroma, add the pork belly that you've cut into little pieces. Brown them and just get them nice and crispy. Now put them on a plate, leave the oil in the pan. In the oil left by the pork, cook the onions for a good 15 to 20 minutes till they're nice and deeply caramelized. And keep making sure you're cleaning the bottom of the pan. Next, add the red and yellow peppers and stir them and then cover them and simmer them on a low simmer for a good 5 minutes. Open the pan again, stir, and now add the rest of the vegetables and make sure you've cleaned the bottom of the pan. I added the zucchini first, mixed it up. Next, I added the green peas, stir them. Now add the beans, the cannellini beans, gently stir. Vegetables and make sure you've cleaned the bottom of the pan. I added the zucchini first, mixed it up. Next, I added the green peas, stir them. Now add the beans, the cannellini beans, gently stir. And cover the pan, low simmer, cook for another 5 minutes. Open it up, you'll see everything bubbling in the pan. That's the beauty, bubbling in the pan. That's the beauty of braising. Put the pasta to cook in boiling water. Depending on the time in the bag, cook as much as it says. Add garlic into the pan. I put 4 cloves and stir it nicely. Let it cook a little. You'll smell it. It should smell delicious. Add the tomatoes into the pan. Stir and mix. Let it come to a good simmer again. And now add the pork that you had cooked in the beginning and fold it all in together. The pan will be smelling delicious. Add some water, just enough water to give the pasta a little bit of a sauce, but not too much. Pull the pasta out of the water when it's ready. Fold it back into the dish, into the pan. And now stir it all up. Taste for salt. Add a little bit more of oil. Bring it to a simmer. And your pasta with veggies is all ready.
What's your take for those who are trying to lose weight?
If you're trying to lose weight, diets are not your answer. Diets fail you, diets cripple you, diets break you. So what you need to do is a lifestyle change where you look at food in a mindful manner, in a holistic manner. You think about what you're putting in your mouth. You don't follow Babas and religion. You follow mindfulness, thinking, literally research, understand what you're putting in your mouth. They can't be powders, they can't be pills, they can't be shakes, they can't be anything that's pulverized. Eat whole foods, freshly made, with whole ingredients, cooked by somebody you know. That is what you should be eating in good quantities, not big quantities. That's mindfulness. Stay away from protein powders and all these milkshakes and wheat shakes. Run away. Whole खाना खाइए, चबाइए और इत्मीनान से 1 घंटा लेके खाइए. That's the way to eat.
So, last but not the least, I want to touch upon a New York restaurant that sells human flesh. What's your take on that?
I don't know about it, so thank God I don't know. But you know, if there are people who are eating it, you know, Ayashi is when we are killing youngsters, innocent women, men and children in one country because of another religion, eating human flesh, what is the big deal? Human beings are at
But human killing is not advisable.
No, it's not about, I don't know about this restaurant, I can't speak, but when we are bombing a people every day on television, we are seeing thousands die and the world isn't stopping. Why are we worried about one person? Is one life better than the others? Why are thousands being killed and nobody's saying anything? All life is sacred. From that flesh that you're talking about to the thousands being bombed in a certain region of the world, all human beings are sacred. Ek Omkar, Guru Nanak ne kaha, that there's one God, there's one divine devotion, and all of us are of them. There's no difference between one person to the other. Value all life equally.
So, to those who are trying to be fully vegetarian, to those who are looking at soups and salads as their way of life going forward, at least, some of them who are not on it, but, they want something that they can see as better future or, healthier greens without being cooked. What is one simple recipe that you would like to give away?
One recipe I'd like to give you away, soup and salad is nothing different than dal and sukhi sabzi. So please be smart. The salads you eat like a guy that are all raw aren't much better than the amazing sukhi sabzis, vegetable stir fries, stuffed veggies that your mothers, neighbors, uncles, aunts have made for you. That food is solid. If you lose the battle of enjoying a raw salad, you won't be eating it too often. If you cook a vegetable with a few ingredients, a little love, some spices and aromatics, you'll keep going back to eat it. That will keep you healthier forever. A dal is a soup, a sukhi sabzi is a salad. A salad when cooked or raw is the same. The ingredients are the same, the magic is the same. A cooked salad gives you more joy and pleasure and satiety.
That's really, really wonderful. Great lessons, and I really enjoyed speaking with you. Any final words to all the viewers?
So follow Jasleen. Think in your mind about what you're thinking. Smartly reflect upon it. Don't be reflexive. Be reflective, meditative and thoughtful. That's the magic of life.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jasleen.